Hello everybody, and welcome back to the 2018 Granny Square Crochet Along. This is Jeanette, and today we will be working on square number 211, the crisscross granny square. It's a very simple square to make. It has a really nice effect in the middle. This part looks a lot more complicated than it is, but don't worry about it. We'll go through the whole thing. I'm going to take you through that part step by step from beginning to end. So let's go ahead and get our crochet hooks and our yarn, and let's get started. Okay everybody, we're going to start our square with a chain of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we are going to single crochet into the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain from the hook. So we're going to skip 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we single crochet into the 6th chain, and the next 3. For a total of 4 single crochets. Okay, once you have that done, we're going to do it all over again. So chain 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, and single crochet in the 6th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's the 6th one, and in the next 3 chains for a total of 4. So there's 4 single crochets, and we're going to repeat this again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chains, single crochet in the 6th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6, and in the next 3 for a total of 4 single crochets. And it's very important that you make sure these aren't twisting so that it lays nice and flat. And this is the last time we're doing this. We chain 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And single crochet in the 6th chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6. And in the next 3. Okay, so now we want to make sure we have them all nice and straight, nothing's twisted, and we slip stitch into the first chain that we made to join. And this is what you should have at the end of round 1. Okay, now for round 2, I'm going to go ahead and change colors. The pattern, I don't think it mentions changing colors. You can do it all in one if you like, but I am going to go ahead and change. So whether you're staying in the same color or not, you need to fasten off where you're joined and join your yarn in one of these chain 5 spaces. that we have here. So it doesn't matter which one you go into, just pick one and join with a slip stitch. Tighten it up. Okay, and then you are going to chain 3. This takes the place of your first double crochet. And then we're going to double crochet 2 more times into the chain 5 space. So we have a total of 3 here. Then we're going to chain 2 and work 3 more double crochets into the chain 5 space. So we have 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. This is our first corner. Then we are going to chain 3 and repeat what we did for the first corner for the second. So double crochet 3 times, chain 2 and double crochet 3 times, all into the chain 5 space. So these are our first 2 corners. That's the side. Go ahead and repeat this around. After you work a corner, you chain 3 and then work the last 2 corners, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, and then chain 3 in between, and I will meet you at the end when we are ready to join. Okay, so I have done my last chain 3 and we join into the first chain 3. Let me just pull my stitches a little bit. Okay. Try not to make your chains too tight. That's a little problem I have. Kind of hard to join with your slip stitch. There we go. Okay, so that's how that should look at the end of round 2. And we don't need to cut and join yarn anywhere else. We can just continue from here. If you want to change colors, you would just fasten off and join in the same stitch that you fastened off in to continue going around. So I'm staying in the same color, so we're just going to chain 3 and then we double crochet into the next 2 stitches. And in our chain 2 space, we are going to put 2 double crochets, a chain 2, and 2 double crochets. We're going to double crochet in the next 3 double crochets. And then in the chain 3 space, we are going to work 3 double crochets into that space. 1, 2, and 3. So we just repeat this all the way around. Double crochet into the 3 double crochets. and into this chain 2 space we work 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets, double crochet into the next 3 stitches, and 3 double crochets into the chain 3 space, and this is what you should have so far. I'm going to leave you all to finish up the round, and we'll meet back when we are ready to join. Okay, we're back at the end of round 3, and I did the last 3 double crochets in the chain 3 space, so I am ready now to slip stitch into the chain 3. So go ahead and join to the top of that. And these rounds are all pretty much the same. We are going to chain 3, the first double crochet. We're going to double crochet in all the double crochets across. And the chain 3 counts as the first, so make sure you don't put another double crochet in there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And in the corner, chain 2 space, it's 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. So we are just going to double crochet all the way across, 1 double crochet in each stitch, and make sure you don't forget this first one. Sometimes they hide underneath your stitches from the corner. So this is round 4, so we should have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There should be 17 single crochets on each side. 17 on each side. That's including 2 in this corner and 2 in this corner, and you should have chain 2 spaces in each of the 4 corners. So go ahead and repeat this all the way around, and I'll meet you when we're ready to join at the end of round 4. Okay, so I am at the end of round 4. We're going to join with a slip stitch to the top of our chain 3. And the pattern calls for these 3 rows with double crochets. I tend to crochet a little tight, So I am actually going to go ahead and do one more round of double crochets before I do the border round of half double crochets. So if you need the same as I do, and you need the extra rows to get up to size, then just do what I'm doing. If you don't, if you crochet a little looser, or maybe your yarn is a little thicker, you can just skip this part if you don't need this extra row of double crochets. But knowing how to adjust for your tension is always a good thing. And a pattern like this is simple because you just double crochet in every stitch. The corners are always the same: 2 double crochets and a chain 2 and 2 double crochets. So to make it a little bigger isn't hold on, to make it a little bigger really isn't that hard. And we try our best to make the pattern as, I guess, universal as possible, so that everybody can get a 6-inch square. But at the end of the day, there's so much variation in how people crochet, the yarn that you choose to use. It's not always going to be perfect. So for me, I'm going to put this one last round, and I'll meet you guys at the end when I'm ready to join, and we'll go ahead and do the border. Okay, so here we are at the end of my round 5. If you didn't need the extra round for sizing, please skip this step. I needed it. I crochet a little tight, and my yarn is also a little bit thinner than what I usually use. So we're just going to go ahead and join to the top of our chain 3, and then we will begin the last round, which is the border round, and that is done in all half double crochets. So we're going to start that by chaining 2. You can also just chain 1 and go right back into that same stitch that you slip stitch into, and it's a little tight. Do a double crochet that way. I'm just going to do the chain 2. That's the first half double, and then half double all the way around. And I'll just take you to the first corner here. So it's 1 in each stitch, and the corners are the same in every previous round. We're in the chain 2 space. We are going to put 2 half doubles, chain 2, and 2 half doubles. And I've said before, be careful with the first stitch after a corner, because it kind of hides underneath your corner stitches. So make sure you put 1 half double in every stitch across, and 2 half doubles, chain 2, 2 half doubles in the corner. I'm going to go ahead and let you finish that up, and we will meet back at the beginning. All right, here we are at the end of our border round, and I'm ready to join. I'm just going to go ahead and cut that and rejoin with the slip stitch to the top of the chain 2. So make sure you go into the second chain, and that is it for square number 211, crisscross square. I hope you guys enjoyed making this one. Just have my last end to weave in. It's a very easy square. It's got a really nice effect. Very pretty center. If you want to change colors, you can. If you want to make it solid, you can. Totally up to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys again next time. Bye.